How many of you guys have like a packed date book, a packed schedule of parties, like you got it, you're ready, you're rocking September and you're ready to start October. Just put in the chat. Let me see, I'm watching. Who's got a packed dating schedule? Like you got it. Okay. Yay, Robin. All right. So listen, I've been in it 27 years. And when we ran into COVID, I had to start my business over. And I had to get to work. Okay. So I want you to imagine something. How many of you guys, when you were growing up, you had an above ground pool? You had an above ground pool. Or maybe your neighbor did, or maybe your best friend did, or your cousin did, right? Above ground pool. All right. So picture yourself back in that above ground pool. And how many of you guys, when you were in that pool, someone said, "Hey, let's make a whirlpool"? Can we do that? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Like, "Hey, let's make a whirlpool. How fun," right? Right. And so the first person starts it, and they have to fight through the water, and they got to trudge through it, and it's really, really hard. And and it's not moving, but you just keep going and you keep going, you keep going. And I'm looking at Pam Callahan and I'm laughing because she has a good whirlpool story. Anyway, and you're going, and how the water starts to move. Okay, the water's starting to move, and you feel like this is getting a little bit easier, and the whirlpool is just getting a little bit easier, and you don't have to trudge as hard, and it's just going, and it's going and going, and now it's like almost effortless, like it's just going and it's going. But if you stumble or you stop, like you get hit, and now the whirlpool's stopping, and now you got to start all over again, and you got to trudge again, and you got to keep going. So think about that in your business. If you are at a standstill, okay, and you want to get a whirlpool of parties going, you're going to have to work really, really hard, okay, really hard, and stick to it, and don't stop, and create the whirlpool. So that's what I did. Okay. I had no parties in my lineup, and I'm like, I got to get this whirlpool starting. Okay. So I went to work every single day. Okay. So whether you want to make it Monday through Friday, or Sunday through Thursday, well, whatever your work schedule is going to be, okay, your 5 days, you know what? You're going to work really, really hard, and you're going to contact, okay, make real live contact with 30 people a day. You have got to build a rock solid 2-week party lineup. Okay. A rock solid 2-week party lineup. And you're looking for 4 parties in a week. Okay. Now, in this virtual world, that is very simple. Okay. And let's work smarter and not harder. When you date those 4 parties, start them all at the same day. Okay. And Ellen just gave you an amazing tool to use. Okay. So that all 4 of your parties are starting on Friday or Saturday or whatever day you want to start them on. Okay. And you're just sending those same messages, the same memes, the same things to each one of those parties. We're going to work a little bit smarter, and we're going to create a whirlpool, because when you start this, you won't be able to stop this. Your date book will be so full, you'll be dating more, and you'll be recruiting more, and you'll become a team. You'll start a team, and now you'll be sharing in this process, because it's a whirlpool, and you're not gonna stop. So I want you to think about this. All right, Loretta, that sounds all great. And okay, so if you build that 2-week lineup, let me just start here. If you have that 2-week lineup and you have those 4 parties, okay, let me tell you, I don't care who you are, you're gonna have some duds. All right, you're gonna have a party that, yeah, it's all right, but no datings. You're going to have a party that had great sales, but no datings. But that 3rd party has another party. That 4th party has 2 parties. All right. Week 2, you've got those 4 parties. Maybe you have another dud. Okay. Anyway, the next party has 2 datings. The next party has 3 datings. Maybe you have another date, a dud. Okay. But look at how many parties you generated from those 4 parties that are going to build your next 2-3 weeks. Okay. It will just keep moving. The water's flowing, the party whirlpool is flowing, okay? If that's not happening, I want you to write down 3 words, okay? The very first word you need, okay, is belief. Belief. It starts with belief. That's your very first word. I want you to think about this. Do you believe that you are serving, helping your host? Okay. Do you really, really believe people want to have parties? Do you believe that? Do you believe you have something to offer through that party? You have a value. Do you believe that you have something to help people save money, help people have an opportunity, help people to get free Tupperware? Do you believe that? It starts right there. It is your foundation, okay? That's where it's all going to start, with that belief. You're not, okay, you have to believe that this party is where you are serving and you're helping your host. They are not doing it for you. You are doing it for them, okay? They're not doing it because they owe you a favor. You're doing it because you are going to help them. You're going to serve them, okay? That has to be your foundation. That is your building block to build everything else, all right? All right. So some of you guys, yes, all right, I have belief, but I don't know, it's just not happening. Or if you don't have belief, I'm going to urge you to go to your leader, whoever that leader is, okay? You go to them, and I trust you. I believe me, you will get the belief you need from your leader, okay? All of the leaders here, we believe in that home party plan, and we believe people are out there and they want parties, okay? I have a whirlpool right now. I am booked way out there, okay? I believe in this, and you can't stop the whirlpool, okay? Or you have to start all over again. All right, so we've got this belief, all right? The second word you need to really think about is will. Your willpower. You've got this belief, okay? But at the end of the day, you didn't make the right choice. Maybe you chose to watch the next episode in whatever Netflix series you're into. Maybe you chose to go shopping with your girlfriend. Maybe you chose to, watch a movie with the kids, At the end of the day, the choices you made, okay, are going to impact your results. So you've heard this a million times, right? Let me find the words here. I wrote it down here. I wrote it down here somewhere. First, let me back up a minute. So how many of you guys joined because of your family, right? You wanted this business for your family. You wanted the flexibility and the freedom, right? You want to be there for the kids, okay? If you did that and you choose to watch a movie with them, okay, you are actually robbing yourself of your future and their future because of the choice you made. Now, we all need balance. I'm not telling you not to spend time with your family, your kids, okay? But you have to have that balance. The family, your work, and your spiritual life, and your personal growth. You've got to have that balance, all right? So you have to make the choices. You have to put the work in every single day, make those right choices, all right? So let your kids be the reason you make those choices to create that whirlpool, not the reason that's stopping the whirlpool, okay? You're also, if you believe in the party and the host, and that you're serving your host, you're robbing that future host of the same opportunity, because you can't offer to her if you're not having parties, okay? So think about that. All right. So let your family be the reason you make the right choices, not the reason you're not making those choices. All right. Our business is flexible, but it's not optional. Okay. If you want to do this business, you have the flexibility to put those hours where you need them. Okay. Make those phone calls, make those contacts where you need them. Those 30 contacts a day for 5 days. And at Friday night, when you're looking at your next 2 weeks, if you don't have those 4 parties in there, you to keep contacting till you have them. And you can ask our leader, Pam Clift. All right. She did this. She did not stop until her date book was full. Okay. I don't know if she did it Friday night or Saturday morning or whatever. It doesn't matter. She made sure she did that. Okay. Same thing here. I look at my lineup. It all starts with me. Okay. If my lineup isn't where it is, I am going to go out there and make contact till I have that party lineup that I need. So the third thing is, all right, you've got the belief and you have the will. You're doing it. Okay. But your date book still isn't there. The next thing I want you to think about is habits. Habits. You've got the belief, you got all that going on for you, but it's just not happening. Sometimes you do some activities and sometimes you don't, or maybe you do part of them and you don't do all of it, and you're inconsistent in what you're doing. Okay. Maybe you only make 10 phone calls. Okay. Maybe all you did was send a message, really impersonable. Impersonable? Is that a word? I don't remember who it was that shared today. Lots of great dating tips on the Jamie page today, guys. But the personal message, the personal contact, just putting a blanket statement or just making an invite on Facebook and inviting people isn't going to get you the action you need. Okay. The results that you need. So create those habits and do all of them every single day. And okay, if you truly want a full date book, you need to do all of the activities, all of the time, no excuses. Okay, no excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, you are the president of your company. No one is paying you a check. You are paying yourself a paycheck. Okay. And to me, when I see a full date book, that means my paycheck is there at the end of the week. Okay. I have zeros in my date book. I have a 0 paycheck. Okay. So whatever motivates you, okay, you have got to put the work in. It's not easy, guys. You have to put the work in. Okay. But when you start that whirlpool and you've got that lineup, okay, it's okay to have that party doesn't have a dating because the next 2 are. Okay. You're going to start recruiting. You're going to have such a full date book. You can't possibly do it all by yourself. And you're going to start growing a team and become a leader. And so that is just an intro. This was just part 1 to set you up. I want you to think about that belief, that willpower, and those habits you're going to create every day. Stop making the excuses if you really, really want this. Okay. If you are doing this for your family, okay, then put those hours in where you need them and make them count. So this is all to build you to cover the next part, which will cover why, when you have this whirlpool going, the importance of tracking what is working, not working, and building that future. And we're gonna talk about the importance of the party posts that you create, and the importance of partnering with your host to help you with those future bookings. 4, we're going to talk about party surveys. Number 5, asking guests, and 6, the follow-up. All right. So you just got to start right here and create that whirlpool, and put it in the chat there if you are ready to start your whirlpool. Okay. If you are ready to start a whirlpool, that, you know what, once you start it, it's just going to keep going. It's going to keep flowing, and you're going to have 4 parties a week. You're going to have 5 parties a week. You're going to start recruiting. You're going to start building a team. You're going to have $1,000 paychecks. Okay. Not $100, $1,000 paychecks. All right. If you want that whirlpool, put it in the chat there and talk to your leader and get that belief you need and the willpower and those habits formed so that you start this whirlpool. And oh my goodness, Pam, can you imagine all these champions having their whirlpools going, I think we're going to have a hurricane or a tsunami or something like that. Wouldn't that be awesome? We're just going to take over Tupperware and show them, guys, that we are the power that that Tupperware believes in. We have got to show them that we are there for them and we're creating the whirlpool. We are the party. We are the party plan people, right? We are the home party girls. I don't care if you do it virtually, doesn't matter. Okay, let's do it. Let's make that whirlpool. I'm ready. Who's ready? Let's do the whirlpool.
I'm
All
ready.
right. I see Tamara and Darlene and Robin and Gina and Chris and Jody and Spring and Pam Callahan. Yes, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Tidal wave. Let's do it, Chris.